So this is love. So this is love. So this is what made life divine. I'm all aglow. And now I know. Hey, the boy is mine. Hey, hey. Hey, y'all. It's Trin. We back with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for the reception on my caddy video. Y'all were so sweet, so nice. And I worked really hard on it. So thank you guys so much. I wanted to give you guys another video, and this one's going to be a little different too because I'm giving you a quick little Brandy Cinderella review while also kind of making a Descendants overhaul video. I'm going to show you guys my Descendants collection, talk about the movie a little bit, my opinions, you know. We just gonna have a little chat, so get comfortable. Like, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. I thought it would be perfect to kind of make this like an overhaul video because, like, obviously, like, Brandy's Descendants doll is so gorgeous, so beautiful. But it's simple. Like, there's not much I'm planning on doing. I'm literally not doing anything to her other than taking her out of the box. So I thought it'd be really cute, and I thought it would be like a great little video to make. Let's get started, shall we? Oh my god, can y'all see that I fully have, oh, it's a little old now, I had it in my hair for a little bit. I fully have my Oleana inspired hair and stuff, and then I'm doing a Brandy review. Isn't that so stupid? Like, I should have done an Oleana review, which I still technically was planning on to. I was going to do her layer review, but the doll isn't out. But I may do something with the hair before I take it out too. I think, take it out. I'm not taking out my locks, obviously. But I may do another video that you'll see with my hair that'll make more sense. I think I'm going to do a cover of Perfect Revenge. I posted a little snippet of me doing it on my Twitter, and everyone was like really lit on that. So I may fully record that. I think that'll be really fun. I want to post some Descendants music because that's all I've been listening to, y'all, every day. Descendants. Like, that's all. I bought two because, one, let me make sure y'all understand this. When it comes to Brandy, baby, I'm the one. I'm not just like, and no, and keep it cute, because I know y'all gonna be like, oh, you just a Brandy fan because of Brandy Cinderella back in the day. No. Ask my mother. Yo, I am a Brandy fanatic. When it comes to who is my inspiration, when it comes to music, acting, anything, it's this queen. I am Brandy down. I know all her music to the point to where every single year with no avail, she's always my top listen to, and it's literally because I have her entire catalog in my phone. Every playlist has so many Brandy songs. I can listen to 14 Brandy songs back to back. And my mom would be like, okay, let's switch it up a little bit. I don't care. We gonna bounce that, the boy is mine. And aphrodisiac. And what about the hey, don't play with me. I know every Brandy song. Please don't play with me.
Have you seen it?
Don't. That was the way. So let's get into it. Hey! Oh my god, the light is fully glaring horribly and stuff. Oh, okay, that's a little better. Here is Brandy. Oh my god. Yo, I've been so excited since Descendants has come out. I've literally collected all the dolls so far. Well, the dolls that I can get. There's some that I know y'all been stop, because I know y'all been peeping my nails and y'all like, wait a minute, he ate that. I know. Thank you. Shout out to my friend Ruby who did my nails. Yup, I will be coming back. Yup. Got it. So let's get into the box. You already know how it is. This is the standard box for the doll. It's nothing too fancy. I mean, it's Brandy Cinderella. Obviously, she doesn't need to really have accessories because it's just her and her beauty and stuff. This doll retailed for $30. I don't know if they're considering it a collector doll. I know Queen of Hearts is considered a collector doll, and she's $35 and comes with the stand. Really excited for her too. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on her, but I definitely am getting her when she is finally out. She's on pre-order right now. for people in America, because I think some people in like Canada fully have her already, which is insane. Also, Mattel, get to work on Ella, because why the heck is Ella like one of the only other dolls that we haven't seen like literally at all? Like, please don't piss me off. I want my Black Queen, especially next to Brandy. Like, duh. Anyways, so yes, the box is pretty average. There's a lot of like little heart and diamonds and spades and stuff. Obviously, the movie is about Red and Wonderland and the Queen of Hearts, so it makes sense that that's kind of the aesthetic of the box. You have a picture of Brandy right here. Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. I know there's so many opinions about them giving her blue hair in this, because some people are like, oh, there's so much like monochromaticness happening in this movie. Girl, we're watching Descendants. Did y'all not watch the first 3 Descendants? When Mal came out with purple hair, purple outfit. Evie came out blue hair, blue outfit. Why are y'all acting brand new? I don't know. You know what? I've talked about this before, but I feel like a lot of the girls are giving very much G3 reboot when it comes to Descendants Rise of Red. And I keep having to explain to people, like, y'all know this isn't a reboot, right? Like, this is Descendants 4. Y'all have had 3 movies to get used to this. The monochromaticness is not something new. The crazy color, did y'all not see Audrey in the 3rd movie when she came out with blonde and rainbow streaks? Okay. Anyways, I think the blue hair is pretty, and honestly, Brandy makes it work. I think I heard that they tried to do natural hair in some of the concepts, but they just didn't work out, and I'm okay with that. I love campiness like this, and I think the problem when it comes with like Brandy and how people are perceiving her in this movie is people are thinking that because she is playing Cinderella in this film, that it means that it is a direct adaptation of the Cinderella from her Cinderella, and that's not the truth. She is coming back to play Cinderella, but this is still Cinderella in the Disney canon, or Disney Descendants canon. This isn't the canon of like that Cinderella. Does that make any sense? I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, some people are kind of like I know some people are looking at Ella, for example, the actress who plays Ella, Morgan. I love Morgan. I love your lives. And people are like looking at her like, oh, you don't really look like Brandy with the braids. And I'm like, yeah, because she's not trying. Anyways, let's get into the video. So on the back of the box, it is a picture of Brandy all in her beautifulness. And I want to read her little description. It says, a forever dreamer, Her Majesty rules with elegance, warmth, and grace. Some of the girls can't relate. Queen of Hearts? I will never kneel down to a tyrant. Yeah, I get it. And then they... Oh.
Treason! She's guilty of treason!
Okay. You would feel my every desire when I'm with you. What's y'all's favorite Brandy song too? Because I've gotten asked this question many times and it triggers me every time I'm asked, because girl, I don't know. I love Brandy so much. I've loved every single song that she's ever literally made. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. And I love every single era she was in, so it's really hard to answer that question. But I want to hear what y'all say. And if y'all comment, The Boy Is Mine, please don't piss me off. Go listen to some of her other music. Please stop acting like she don't have other music. Please. But The Boy Is Mine is really good. So. All right, y'all. So this is Brandy Cinderella. You want to know one of the most exciting things about Brandy's doll, other than the fact that it's Brandy doll, is the fact that there was a unreleased Brandy, I'll show it if I can find it, there was an unreleased Brandy Cinderella doll from her original movie in the 90s that never released, and it is so gorgeous. Every time I see the picture, I cry, because I'm like, how the heck did they not release this? So it is so exciting to know that she finally got her Cinderella doll, and it's so beautiful. But I think the other thing that's really exciting is I can't wait to see the amount of customs that people are going to do, where they like use this head to make all kinds of Brandy customs. That's part of the reason why I have a second one. I'm planning on making so many Brandy customs. I may make her into the original Brandy. I may make her into a specific era of music, like actual Brandy. Like, I don't know yet, but I just needed to have 2 because I'm like the biggest Brandy fan, and it'd be really stupid if I didn't. Isn't she so gorgeous? Even just holding her in this, like, she's so elegant. It's like unserious. For one, she has this beautiful screening. I know that people have been going back and forth about whether or not this is using the old Mattel Brandy head mold. I do not think it is, I think it is the same in terms of, I think they use the foundations of it, but the Descendants heads, I think, are enlarged a little bit. And I wouldn't be surprised if they changed her screening tably, but they used her as a base. Let me show you. It literally does. Like, y'all are insane. Sorry. I saw a lot of people were expecting more so like the exact same Mattel 90s sculpt of Brandy, which I think is one, unserious. Why would they use the same screening from a doll from like 20 years ago? And then also, why would they, like, people were expecting like a really like sultry screening, and I'm like, it's Brandy as Cinderella, and I think people are forgetting that like very important factor. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's start from the top. She has a beautiful hair bun that actually has a braid in the back. If you look in the movie as well, I don't know if I can find a picture, but she has braids. Like, it's like she has a bun on top, and then she has braids that go into obviously her fishtail braid. So it's really cute that they still were able to do the braid in her bun. She has one right here that goes into her fishtail braid, which is so good. Her end of her braid is supposed to be like a little bit more like thin and curly. I'm okay with it not being thin. Obviously, it's a doll, but I want it to be a little more curly and maybe sculpted. So I'll definitely fix that. But oh my god, she's so sweet, and she is fully articulated. Her gloves kind of make it seem like she has that like normal Barbie stance, but no, she's just like Cinderella and gorgeous and has her hands out. It's so perfect. She has gorgeous like a light blue and like a shimmery makeup on her screening, beautiful brown eyes, and a perfect like nude lip. It's so pretty. Her stock photos did not do her justice. They made it seem like she had this like crazy like light pink lip, and she fully doesn't. Really gorgeous. All her accessories are like kind of this like clear material and stuff. I'm guessing it's supposed to kind of represent like, yeah, clear material and stuff. It works and stuff. It's very cute. She has her earrings, like little kind of like water droplet earrings, I call them. Her beautiful crown that is pinned to her head, of course, so you don't have to worry about that moving or falling. And then her necklace, which is really gorgeous. I really love this necklace on her. I think it's really pretty. She does come with a fishtail braid, obviously, as you can see, that swoop to the side. And like I said, I showed you the back, but if you want more like details, you can see that they put her hair in a bun, and there's like a braid on top that like goes inside the fishtail braid that is lightly put to the side. The dress itself, so perfect. Like, maybe it's because it's modern Mattel, but like I am always really scared when it came to Mattel. Like, I was really scared thinking of Mattel doing the Descendants dolls, because I was like, I know the sculpts are gonna eat, but like the clothes are about to be fabric, but like I mean really bad fabric. But it is insane how good the Descendants dolls are when it comes to like quality. This is a $30 doll, and the dress is like really nicely made. The silver decals are just absolutely gorgeous. She obviously comes with her glove that's really gorgeous. I do wish, I guess there's no way to do this for a doll. I was gonna say in her picture it is like encrusted with little diamonds. Maybe I'll like glue jewels to it to kind of liven it up a little bit. But y'all, this dress is fully just accurate. Like, there's really nothing more to say other than the fact that this is exactly, in fact, it even looks like the same quality in terms of fabric choices. It is insane how they were able to like completely do this perfectly. I actually think it looks better on the doll than it does on Brandy. I remember there was a lot of comments about this dress because a lot of people are like, oh, it's ugly and it's like too big and stuff. I think it's gorgeous. Sorry. And I actually wish that with her doll that it came with the jacket. There's a jacket that she wears in one of the first scenes she's in that has like a hood. It's so beautiful, and I really kind of wish that they would have added that onto the doll. I think that would have made it so much better. But shoes are pretty basic. I do wish that they were, let me see how they look. Oh, you know what though? They do look exactly like the shoes that she's fully wearing too, so I can't even be too mad at it. She has like almost silver shoes that has like little studs on it. I do wish that they were like clear. Chloe comes with the shoes that Cinderella gives her in the movie and stuff, and how they did it for the doll, and I'll show it later when I show Chloe. It's like this clear, almost see-through kind of plastic, and I think that would have been really pretty if they did the same, like honestly, the same plastic that they use for her necklace. I think that would have been really cute if they used it for her shoe too. Just a little nod. I mean, she's Cinderella, that makes sense. As you can see, the dress is Velcro in the back. Gorgeous. This doll, I mean, look at the detail, y'all. $30 doll. And y'all know in modern Mattel's eyes, like this would fully be like a what? A dang $75 doll Mattel Creations. Okay. So I'm very grateful that we were able to get this for $30. $5 less than Queen of Hearts. I do, honestly, I will say, I would have paid the extra $5 if I meant getting a stand. I think it is very stupid that they made dolls of like the two queens, Queen of Hearts and Cinderella, and they made Queen of Hearts $35 with the stand, and then they didn't give one to Brandy, and she's also basically a collector doll. She's more expensive than the chorus, so yeah, I definitely think that was really stupid, especially the fact that she comes with a dress. Like, I'm like, easily I would have paid an extra $5 for a stand. I think that could have been easily done. Let's really get into the rest of the video and stuff like that. I want to put Brandy aside for now. I'm going to fix her up. Y'all know how it is. I'll definitely show you her fixed up and put on a stand and gorgeous and stuff like that. So yeah, Brandy, gorgeous. Y'all, so I wanted to talk about Descendants a little bit because I have been so deeply obsessed with Descendants, like on my feed. I've been just brain rot over it. And so like that. It's made me so happy, and I think it's made me so much more happier, more so seeing, because I grew up with this franchise. If you ask my mom, she will literally tell you I was the hugest fan of Descendants. I like forced her to like watch all the films with me. She loved them though, so she won't. Yeah. I always forced her to watch the films with me. I always forced her to like sit down with me, and like, oh, I just love it. So it's so exciting to know that like Descendants is made for like a new generation and stuff like that. But also like there's just so many like things that I love about this fourth movie that I don't think the other movies had. And it's really exciting to me, and I'm really excited to see where this like new trilogy, because let's be for real, we know this is going to be a trilogy. Also, now that we're getting, after I got my Brandy review out, I'm going to get into spoiler situation, because I obviously want to talk about the movie and my theories and how I think about. I'm going to try to make it quick and interesting. I'll try to edit it to make it interesting, because they're all just watching me sit and stuff. So I definitely am going to try to make it look like it's a professional video if I can and stuff. But I think I wanted to talk about just one of the biggest things that I love about this film specifically, and I want to say, is the diversity. One thing that I think is just so crazy and insane is Descendants has always been like very like woke, I guess, in terms of how like it casts its characters. Like they'll just cast like anyone who is fit for the role compared to it, you know, and like the origins of the characters. Like obviously we know the Descendants is obviously based off of like Disney princesses and princes and the stories and stuff. So like we obviously have like when you think of Cinderella, obviously you're gonna think about like the blonde and, you know, silver blue dress girl and stuff. But it's so exciting to know that Disney Descendants is willing to kind of switch that up and give you like a fully black, you know, Brandy Cinderella, while also making Prince Charming like Filipino. And it is just so gorgeous to me. It is one of my favorite things, and this movie is so unbelievably like diverse. It is insane. I want to remind you guys that for a doll line that's just coming out straight up, I can tell you right now, you have Brandy, you have Oleana, Uma, Chloe, and Red, but this line is already so diverse. It is like literally insane. Having a doll line where you have like almost 5 dolls have like textured hair come out straight off the goat, like curly textured, and they're all saran. I think that's like the most insane thing. When we all were getting prepared for the dolls, we knew that they were going to just be like poly, like Hasbro dolls. No, not one of them. Even the like playset slime dolls that they have for Descendants, they're saran. And it's insane because you have like gorgeous characters like Oleana, who fully has like locks or whatever, and they're gorgeous and stuff like that, and done really well, nice colors and everything. You have Chloe that comes with like beautiful curly saran. You have Uma that has braids in her hair, textured crimped hair and stuff like that. It is so perfect. Like in Ella, of course, I can't believe I'm forgetting Ella. Ella as well also comes with short curly hair, even curly bangs. And it's really insane for modern Mattel, because I think thinking about like G3, for example, one of the biggest complaints that a lot of people will have is the fact that like we haven't gotten as much, well, we have gotten some textured hair, but a lot of people were arguing that they really wanted like curly saran for like Claudine. And we kind of have always been like, oh, like I guess the machines aren't making the curly saran like they used to. But then you have dolls like Chloe coming out of here with like full-blown beautiful saran curls, and you're like, oh, so y'all can do it. And y'all can do it for a reasonable price. $25 for, like, you know, it's insane. But I'm really hoping that with, like, all the momentum that Descendants is bringing, that also it brings some of the budget into other lines, because I would love to see G3 use some of these, like, distinct, diverse hair types and stuff, because it's really cool. And these dolls are so high quality. The outfits are insane. I think out of all the dolls, Red probably has, like, the most, like, accurate, like, doll to movie just look at all. It's insane. I was so scared on how they were going to achieve it, but they achieved it so absolutely well. I actually waited I remember the day it came out on a Friday, and I waited all the way until like 10, no, even later maybe, like almost 11 o'clock, so I could watch it with my friends and stuff, because we kind of had binged watched the entire franchise, and we wanted to be together to watch it, so it was really exciting. It was so surreal. I think seeing everyone's like comment about watching the movie before me, obviously, because most people were watching it and stuff, I was really scared, because I had heard like the usual complaints I think Descendants 4 has gotten, where it's like the ending was rushed and there were like some I was really scared. But I can pleasantly say, after watching the movie, and I've now, from this video, I can say I've watched it like, what, 3-4 times and stuff, I can officially say that I really love this movie. I don't know how I can rank it. If I had to honestly rank it, I would rank this as like my second favorite out of the franchise. This is coming from someone who grew up on Descendants, by the way. Like, I grew up with Mal and Evie and them, and I'm telling you right now that this Descendants movie felt so different and refreshing in a good way. I thought that the movie, what it really did well with, and what I really enjoyed with it, is I loved how bold it was when it came to how they expressed some of these characters. So in the Descendants canon, I think we've been used to the fact that like the characters are they're pretty accurate to like the Disney versions. For example, like Disney Maleficent or whatever is basically Mal's mother Maleficent. Like, there's not much different there. But I really enjoyed that Descendants 4 kind of switches it up, where they're kind of like, hey, this is still an alternate universe of Descendants, meaning we can kind of change stories and change things a little bit to make it a little more interesting. And that's part of the thing that I love about Descendants. I love that Disney allows the directors to kind of like go crazy when it comes to their characters. Like, I want to say the best character probably in this film, and y'all know, obviously with my hair, Oleana is my favorite, but like the best written character in this film, hands down, is Ella. It's insane. Her characterization is so refreshing and so smart, and it ties in perfectly as to how Brandy Cinderella in the film raises Chloe. Like I said, this is spoilers, but one of my favorite little nuances that was included is the fact that when Chloe and Red go back in time to obviously try to save Cinderella from treason or whatever, and Queen of Hearts from taking over Auradon, when Chloe meets Ella, you find out that Chloe actually had no understanding of her mother, like, coming from, like, her traumatic past. Like, she had no understanding that her mother was not royal and had to, like, grow into royalty and stuff like that and found love. And it's, like, so insane, because to us, we know the Cinderella story, so we're like, oh my god, how do you not know your mother's story? Like, that is such a privileged mindset. But of course it's a privileged mindset, because Chloe is privileged. And I love that little nuance. Chloe's a sweet girl. She's so sweet, but she's also naive, and she's spoiled, and validly so.
You never worked with someone who's not royalty?
It makes complete sense when you see how Ella's upbringing is, that she would grow up to be a parent that refuses to have her child ever have to, you know, be in that kind of situation where, you know, she's being yelled at and stuff like that. So it makes complete sense that Cinderella's character is so obsessed with wanting to make sure that everything is kept in the future and everything is so pretty and so nice, and you know what I mean, and kind of ignoring like some of the most traumatic past I guess she's went through. It like is crazy to think that she didn't explain that, but I tied this in. There's actually a line in Love Ain't It where Chloe is like asking her mom about Queen of Hearts and Red, like why they were so standoffish and so mean. And I really love this little line.
A shame. What happened? Is it okay to ask? We came to celebrate the future, sweetie, not dwell on the
I
past.
think that really makes sense with her character and why Chloe ends up having to like figure herself out throughout this movie, and really, you know, you get to kind of understand the core of why she's so naive and like where that comes from. Love that. I really love the songs as well. Like I said, I think my favorite song has been Love Ain't It and Perfect Revenge. Obviously, Love Ain't It is like, it is so good. I'm so obsessed with how Descendants always make sure that like no matter who they're casting, that they kind of go towards like their vocal quality. Like, for example, with Descendants 1, when it came to Kristen Chenoweth, who played Maleficent, her song Evil Like Me was more of a musical theater kind of like huge like ballad type score or whatever, and it made complete sense for Kristen Chenoweth. So it is really cool to me that for this film, Rita Ora, who's playing the villain Queen of Hearts, she gets her like poppy rap song for her song, and it works so perfectly with her. It is insane. And I can say this for all the other characters too. Brandy gets to sing So This Is Love, and you get to hear Brandy's like riff qualities, and it's just so gorgeous and beautiful. Like, I love that they like do not shy away from letting their actors like have their kind of music in this. Like, you could tell specifically with the songs that they catered for the characters in this film that this is their kind of song. Like, when it makes sense that Oleana, Dara Renee, her song Perfect Revenge is so theatrical and so boom 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 in there, and it makes sense because Dara Renee is already known as like having a lot of expressions, she's very musical theater-esque, and I think that's part of the reason why I love her so much, because I relate with her when it comes to like her acting quality. But I love that they don't like back down from that. Like, everyone has their certain type of qualities that makes complete sense to their music, and that is such a beautiful thing to see. I totally love all the characters. I think we all love the like main like fan favorite, like Bridget. She's probably one of the most standouts, like out of everything in this film. Even people who don't like this film, they can't say anything when it comes to Bridget, because she's just such a great character. Like, she's so sweet. Her design is like so gorgeous and so perfect. Like, she's just such a good character. And it kind of makes me sad that she's like from the past, because I feel like Disney is gonna realize like, dang, we made this really good character design and she's only in the past, which means like once they like finish this whole time travel like as like movie plot, they're gonna obviously have to like leave the whole past thing in them behind. And I know they're gonna be really sad, because like leaving a character like Bridget, like, oh, you could tell she's just good sales. You can tell like her doll is pink and stuff. You'll see how my doll looks. She's so sweet, and she probably is one of like top 3 Descendants dolls for sure, and characters in general. She's so beautiful and loved, and her music is so really good. Obviously I've kind of already been dwelling into spoiler territory, but I kind of want to get into specifics of like some things that I really think that I hope that the sequel kind of gets on or whatever, because of how the first movie ended. There's a lot of questions about some things in this movie, because I think one of the biggest things I think we all can agree on is like the movie was like, at first is paced really well. Like, it's like paced really well where it's like you meet Red, you understand her world, you understand her kind of motivations, and then you meet Queen of Hearts, you get that kind of whole thing, you get the whole Cinderella Chloe relationship and how they differentiate from each other, and then we get into the plot of them going back in time. I think the trailers kind of tricked people a little bit, because I think people were assuming that this was going to be a movie that was going to take like 99% in the past. And I will say, I think another thing that's been jarring for a lot of people, especially if you're coming from old Descendants movies and kind of expecting the same Descendants treatment, is how the movie ends. One, the ending is rushed. Let's just straight up be for it. The ending is quite literally fully rushed. And I heard that there was a lot of things that were taken out of this movie. Like, I went back and heard from interviews that there were characters like Zelly, for example, who fully has her picture posted, and just was like completely cut from from the movie, and her name was even changed to Meadow. I think she obviously was going to have to do with something with Rapunzel, but to this day we do not understand if she was supposed to be Rapunzel or like the daughter of Rapunzel or anything. Like, we don't know and stuff, and no one can really answer it because her character was cut. It's like they don't want to tell anything, and I get it, because maybe there's a possibility in the sequel they'll make her character again. But I heard there were many characters that were like, or actors that were fully cast. I think we had a young Beast. There was even news of Red having a brother that was supposed to be written in the film. Crazy and insane. I think that was something that I'm very confused at. This movie is only an hour and 30 minutes, which I think it definitely deserved to have like 20 minutes longer, because it has such a good budget. Like, the CGI effects and everything, and the music production, and just the look of this movie is definitely the best, no questions about it. But I think it lacks in terms of just, it needed more time, and I don't know why it almost felt like they were scared, like they were like, we cannot go above this time, because I think that's why so many things were cut. And the ending really shows that, because after Chloe and Red go back home after they, they fix the prank. The prank doesn't happen because Oleana and her crew are frozen in time. We're going to get there because I know that's also a question. They go back and the Queen of Hearts is nice and everything's happy-gritty, and it has a weird feeling of an ending because I think a lot of people were just like, that's it? Like, everything's just happy and giddy, like nothing's going to change, but Uma kind of implies at the end that, like, obviously, like, this is a happy ending, but, like, we know that it's not going to stay like this because going back in time and messing things up, you're never going to have, like, a perfect ending. Like, things are going to be definitely changed, and it's probably going to be in the sequel that Red and Chloe are going to have to, like, probably go back in time to, like, fix some of their mistakes. And I saw there was just a lot of discourse on the ending, on whether or not it was valid or not, or if it made sense and stuff, because I know a lot of people were saying, oh, like, if Bridget was nice, then there's no reason for them to need to have an introduction for Red and Auradon, and I don't really think that makes any sense. Like, I still think, like, I think people are kind of getting caught up in the fact that they're like, oh my god, but if she's not a villain anymore, then how does Alice in Wonderland make sense? And I think people are completely forgetting that, like, the story of Alice in Wonderland, not to say that the Queen of Hearts isn't important in that story, but, like, Alice in Wonderland isn't directly just, like, a whole, like, villain movie, hero movie. Like, it's not that kind of movie. The whole point of Alice in Wonderland is the fact that it's a little girl who falls in Wonderland and stuff, and it's a crazy land. So it's not really completely weird that that's still technically canon. Like, a lot of Bridget can still, like, everything that basically happened to Bridget that made her a nice Queen of Hearts at the end of the movie, I still think is valid or, like, can still happen. I know there was a lot of, like, people being like, how is Red alive? How is this happen? How are these people? I think people are thinking just a tad bit too hard when it comes to, like, Disney stuff or whatever, which is validly so, because I do the same thing. I have so many theories, trust me. I'll probably tell a little bit of them, but not too much, because I'll talk your ear off and stuff. But I don't know, I think a lot of people are just thinking a little bit too hard on it and stuff, but I still think that they're saving a lot of the juiciness for the second movie. I do want to talk about the thing that I think everyone is questioning the most, and that is the prank. So this movie has an issue where it talks about Castle coming in almost every single scene, and as we know, if you are a book writer, if you're a movie writer, you know, if you ever talk about something when it comes to a movie or whatever, like you talk about something happening or an event or something, you should probably show the event, and this movie doesn't. They talk about Castle coming. That is where the big prank happened that affected Bridget, that made her turn evil, or got her into the path to turn evil. And this film does not show it for some reason. And then also, there is low-key a little plot hole that has a possibility of not being a plot hole, but for now, it is considered a plot hole because it's been confusing to a lot of us. So, to explain it to you guys who maybe have missed it, in the movie, you find out that how the prank happened was because Oleana was going to use the enchanted cookbook to have a spell to make a cupcake, kind of similar to how Bridget in the beginning of the movie made cupcakes. But anyways, Oleana was going to have a cupcake that was going to turn Bridget into a monster at Castle Coming. That was part of the whole thing that happened, or whatever, or what we think. And Chloe and Red were trying to get the book away so Oleana wouldn't be able to find it, but Oleana actually caught them in the act and fully got the book. But once she opened the book, her and her crew froze, because we find out that Merlin, who is the principal of Merlin Academy in the past, basically he enchanted the book to where it will not open for it won't open for people who are mean-spirited or like villains and stuff, which is an intriguing plot. It was funny, like, oh, okay, like, boom. But here's the thing that doesn't make sense. If the book that Oleana opens froze her in time, then how did she do the prank before Chloe and Red were there? Like, in the timeline before, it makes no sense that she was able to somehow open the book and do the prank on Bridget if it would have froze her in time. So that's probably one of the biggest plot holes, is people are wondering, like, does this make sense? Was this them just not thinking about what the movie was? Here's my theory. I think that they know what they're doing. I know! I think that they know what they're doing. I think that they purposely left that little plot hole because maybe there's a chance that the prank is not how we think it is. So someone has been like tying, this is kind of like theory territory, but like someone has been tying a little information about the fact that like Chloe does mess up the timeline technically, because in scenes prior, when Chloe and Red are at Ella's home helping her clean, Chloe hits a vase that falls on the ground, breaks, and then Lady Tremaine grounds Ella and stuff. It's a whole big point. It's really sad or whatever, but that's something that would that would directly affect the timeline. Some people are trying to say that maybe Ella is involved in a way, and maybe her being grounded from council coming kind of is also part of the reason why the prank actually didn't happen. So Chloe and Red think that it's because the cookbook froze Uliana in time, when in reality maybe that wasn't even how the prank happened, or maybe that wasn't the actual prank. And it would kind of make a little bit more sense if Ella was involved somehow. I don't think Ella would ever do anything purposely. I always think if this does happen where Ella somehow was involved, I think it would either be an accident or she would be charmed. I don't think she would ever do something purposely to affect Bridget's relationship. But I think it's very intriguing how Ella's character is always very oriented on the fact that she's always standing by her friends. You know, she didn't even really care for Castle Coming before. She wanted to go to Castle Coming with Bridget because she's like, I love you, and you know, you're my girl, like it's me and you forever. And I find it very intriguing that in the first scene of the movie with Brandy, Cinderella, and Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts kind of is really angry at Cinderella. I mean, to the point where in the original timeline, her. So I think it kind of implies that maybe Ella is a little more involved than we think. There could be a chance that maybe the prank still happened where she did turn to a monster at the ball, but maybe it happened in a different way. And I'm hoping that in the sequel, we get to see the actual Castle Coming event for two reasons. One, so we can finally see this prank and see exactly what happened to Bridget, because what the heck happened? Why was Ella not there consoling Bridget? Why was Bridget alone? Like, all that and stuff like that. And two, because I think one of the biggest things that I think y'all will also agree with when it came to this Descendants movie that we lost is we lost our big dance moment. Every single Descendants movie has had like the big ending where like everyone gets like dressed in really cute outfits and it's a huge number and stuff like that. And I think it was really lacking that we didn't get that effect in this movie. Like, we didn't get the big, you know, the dance scene where everyone comes together in a huge new outfits and stuff like that. It just kind of ended, and I think that was why it was really off-putting for some people. I'm an Ella apologist as well. I don't think that she's some evil person or whatever. I do not think she purposely hurt Bridget in any way. I just said that I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there was somehow she was involved in a way that, like, maybe an accident, maybe she was charmed. You know, we know Uma's whole power from the original franchise. There was a short called Under the Sea, and it was in between Descendants 2 and Descendants 3, I believe, where you kind of find out that Uma, one of her powers is that she can actually possess people using her seashell charm. Not just to say, Uliana is also a sea witch. Who's to say she didn't, like, charm Ella into opening the book so they could get the spell or something. I don't know. I also find it really interesting that Uliana has no older actress. So we have young Ella, we have young Bridget, we have, you know, all these young characters, young Prince Charming, etc., etc. But we don't have an older Uliana. And I found that so weird. Immediately when the cast was announced, I was like, just a kind of random character, and there's no, like, adult Uliana or no talks of her. I feel like that's going to play into something as well. But like I said, I'm not sure. So yeah, so those were just my initial thoughts about the movie. Like I said, though, I did really enjoy the movie, and I'm really excited for a sequel. I'm hoping that at D23, I think is August 12th or sometime in August, we're definitely going to get a Descendants announcement for the next movie. I really would love also like a Wicked World inspired series. I would love more dolls using these sculpts and stuff like that, because it's such an iconic line, and I think it's very obvious that Disney wanted to do their big one with this movie, because as you know, Mattel, or I said Disney, but as you know, Disney and Mattel, they were not together for a little bit. Hasbro had the Disney products, and we saw how those dolls were. That's part of the reason why the Descendants, the first original trilogy Descendants dolls are really bad and really ugly and stuff, but it's really exciting that Disney and Mattel are working together now. So these dolls were made by Mattel, and it's obvious because, one, they look better. It's just really iconic, and I really do think that they did their big one purposely, because they're like, we're not going to mess it up this time with Ever After High, period, and stuff. But But yeah, those are just my eclectic thoughts of the movie. I know I was yapping a lot and stuff like that. Hopefully it makes sense when I edit this, because if I edit this and it makes no sense, the girl was scrapping the video, like what? And stuff. But yeah, the movie was really good. The songs are really good. I'm going to show you guys my collection real quick. And yep, that'll be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching now. Okay, y'all. And also, I realized that I haven't done a collection video, so I definitely need to do that for you guys as well. But let's start off. And I'm moving soon as well, so you can see I just kind of put my Descendants dolls like in front of my Laguna collection over here. But don't worry, when I get moved, I'm definitely going to have like a perfect little area for them. Here is Bridget. Isn't she so sweet? I think her outfit, it's so gorgeous and beautiful. I wanted to give her, like, I know everyone was kind of doing the ringlet curls things, but I really wanted to give her more of, like, the sculpted hair look. Like, so beautiful, so cute. I love her little open mouth and her little cupcake. So pretty. Gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite dolls. I couldn't wait till I got her. Red is probably, in my opinion, I think Red has the best, like, outfit in terms of, like, how it looks in doll scale. I was really scared for how this was going to look, but they really ate this. Like, it's insane how there's so many different, like, textures, and, you know, that's really insane for modern Mattel. Like, they never do that nowadays. But she's really cute. Her accessories, she comes with the pocket watch, of course, which is really cute. All I did really was just fix up her hair, fix up her buns and stuff, and that's really it. Also, I know there's a lot of complaints about whether or not this sculpt looks like Kylie, and I think it does. I think people are really delusional for acting like it doesn't. It looks just like her. The only thing is that it's not as tan. My camera's making her look a little more tan. It's not as tan as her, and that's the only thing that's a little annoying and stuff, but gorgeous. Gorgeous. I plan on getting a Princess Red custom as well soon. I have so many more Descendants dolls I'm getting, but for now, this is what I have. My beautiful Chloe. Oh my god. She's so pretty. Oh my god, and here's the shoes I was talking about. Remember I was saying how she comes with like the clear, like iridescent shoes. So gorgeous. I think her outfit for me is probably the worst when it comes to dolls. Not because of it being bad, but just because the Descendants' bodies are kind of low-key, a little unserious. They do not match the actors at all, and it's very annoying. But it's okay. They're still really cute. I did repaint her lips. She had an open mouth mode, kind of similar to Bridget, but I didn't really like it for her, so I just painted them over. Cute little pink. I did hairspray and like poof out her hair a little bit, because like I said, my favorite Chloe hair is the lion mane one, so I gave her a little blowout kind of session, but still really cute. She comes with her sword and stuff, which is really cute. I love when like dolls come with swords and stuff like that. I think it's really cute, especially for her. And her jacket's really well made as well. I know her hair is covering it, but gorgeous doll. These two are definitely my favorites, which is why I'm saving them for last. This is my Uma doll. Insane. Oh my god, she is perfect. This jacket is insane. So gorgeous. The China mode is so gorgeous. I'm going to actually put a picture of the old Hasbro mode so you can see just how much they've changed, because it is insane that they really were trying to get us in our faces and tell us that that old one looks like China and McLean. Like, I would too. This is gorgeous. Looks exactly like her. Sickening. Oh, love the bodysuit moment, and I love the fringe jacket. This jacket is probably the best part of this and stuff, and her hair, of course, is really gorgeous. She's just so beautiful, so sweet, and I really want a second one. And I don't know why they like they put her on stock, and then fully she got like sold out in a day, and they haven't restocked in months. So I'm really hoping she does restock, because I definitely want to get doubles of her, because duh, it's Uma. Like, what? Insane. Here's the main attraction, in my opinion, because Oleana was one of the first Descendants dolls I got, and she is probably one of my favorites. I love her so much. I'm obsessed with her hair. So I'll show you guys a picture of how she looked in the stock photo, but I did fix her hair. I kind of gave her the hair bump that she has in the movie because it's sickening, and I learned from my friends and mutuals on how to do it. So period. Perfect. There's another Oleana doll that I'm planning on getting like custom made. I'm getting her layer outfit made and stuff, so that'll be really sickening. I can't wait to show that off too. But gorgeous. You know what's really funny, and I've been telling everyone this, but I'm like, doesn't her face low-key kind of give me, like, I fully could make this into a like a mini Trin custom, like change the hair, give it black locks, change the screening, give it like a boy body, and this fully could be me. Put a beard on, like, come on, y'all. You see it.